In this world, there was initially nothing, but the goddess created 9 races humans: beast race, dragon race, elf race, dwarf race, demon race, dark elf. The human race is looked down and discriminated against in this world as the most inferior. The story begins with a boy named Light. He bids farewell to his family and embarks on a new journey. Since childhood, he had only one dream: to become an adventurer at any cost. His race was human, meaning he was human. So he sets out on this new journey and finally reaches a city where people from different countries come just to become adventurers. He starts searching around to quickly find an adventure guild and become an adventurer as soon as possible. Some beastmen come from behind and start insulting him. In this world, all people consider humans very weak and bully them a lot. Finally, Light reaches the adventure guild. There he meets a receptionist and starts talking with her first. He registers himself. The guild receptionist asks if he has a gift. He says yes. What is his gift? His gift is called unlimited gacha, a remarkable ability. Some cards appear before Light, and if he wishes, he can summon them into real life. But Light was only level 15, so he cannot use this ability effectively yet. He first summons a broken thorn, a bad apple, and rotten bread. Even the receptionist feels a little strange seeing this. She asks what he wants to do, and he says he wants to be an adventurer. Is there any work for him? She points him towards posters showing new quests. Light looks at them but cannot understand because he cannot read. So the receptionist tells him his gift is very low rank. She has some work for him. He can collect firewood, coal, or dirt. Passionate about becoming an adventurer, Light agrees to all these quests. He quickly goes to the forest and works hard collecting firewood, coal, and dirt. Finally, he earns a little money. He thinks to himself this money is very little, but at least he can afford dinner. As he moves forward, some beast boys block his path and start bullying him. They say, "Kid, can't you walk carefully? You bumped into me. Now how will you compensate?" They take some of his money. Light cannot do anything because he is a human and only level 15. No one comes to save him. But then a hand reaches out to help him. When he looks, he sees a very beautiful elf. She tells him not to be afraid. Light is very shocked because elves are usually upper class and look down on humans, but this elf is different. The others say they are members of the Gunko tribes, the name of their group. They all start introducing themselves to Light: a wolf named Jero, who is a beastman, Sasha, a level 308 elf, Drago the dragon at level 512, Nano the dwarf at level 301, Tion of the dark elves, and Sar the chimera. They tell Light they just need one human friend to complete their group. They ask if he is willing to be their friend. Light thinks, "Can I be a friend to anyone?" and hardly believes it but says yes. The next day, they enter a dungeon where many snake monsters attack Light, but Drago saves him and kills them one by one. He asks Light if he is okay. Suddenly, another snake attacks, but Sasha saves Light again, asking if he is hurt and telling him he's so dear. Everyone cares for Light, and he likes it because there is no discrimination in this group. Others come and start teasing Sasha and Light enjoys all this. Then, Drago tells Light to get up quickly because he wants to drink the tea. Light made. Light is very happy because they consider him one of them. They proceed because they must complete their mission. They reach the dungeon's dead end, from where no one can exit or enter. Drago says this place is safe. Everyone turns serious, including Sasha. Light gets busy and tells everyone to stop while he makes tea. Suddenly, Drago says they have decided to throw Light out of the group. Light doesn't understand at first, but Drago repeats, telling him to leave. But then, Jero comes and says to him, "Hey kid, didn't you hear? You don't have any members left in your group." At this, Sasha also gets very angry and says, "Yeah, I never liked him anyway." Everyone begins to criticize him, and at first Light doesn't understand what everyone is saying. He then starts talking to them. "I know you're pranking me, right? So where's the camera?" They reply, "No kid, this is no prank. We never liked you from the start." Light asks, "No, this isn't true, right?" They reply, "Donkey, don't you understand? Why do you think we want to kill you? Only because of your gift, my gift, the unlimited gacha." Light says, "I don't understand. Our boss wants us to kill you. That's why we made you join the group first, and now we will kill you." One of them commands, "All right, kid, enough. I was going to kill you anyway. Finish it quickly. I never liked you from the start." Light says, "I don't understand. My unlimited gacha was becoming my friend from beginning to end and making me join your group, all part of a plan." After that, we see Gero starting to attack him. When he delivers his first hit to Light, only then does Light realize that everything they said was indeed true, so he quickly runs away to save his life. But Gero finds this very amusing and starts chasing and attacking him. But then, Sasha shoots an arrow at him, causing Light to fall to the ground. Gero moves forward and begins attacking him with his claws. First, he kicks Light hard, throwing him away, and says, "Now I will torture you to death." Continuing to kick his wounds, Sasha tells Gero to finish this quickly. Yet somewhere inside Light, hope to live still remained. Gero moves to deliver his final attack, but Light slowly begins to recover and rise. Suddenly, a teleportation circle activates beneath him, and Gero advances to strike, but Light disappears through teleportation. When Light opens his eyes, he finds himself still inside the dungeon. Later, he realizes he has reached the lowest rank of the abyss, inhabited only by monsters level 1000 and above, approximately S rank. He thinks to himself, "Am I dead? What was my mistake?" Remembering his mom and dad, he begins to cry, knowing he can never return. Once again, he recalls his group and wonders why they treated him that way. Filled with anger, he wants to eliminate them all, but is powerless since he is only level 15. While he was saying this, a level 1000 monster appeared behind him. It was a mithril class monster, known to be very powerful, and it started advancing towards Light. Light was very scared but said, "Looks like I have to use my lousy ability one last time." As he used his unlimited gacha ability, a miracle happened. A very bright light began to shine there, and the monster charged at him. Suddenly, a very cute girl-like figure appeared and instantly defeated the level 1000 monster. Light was so shocked that he couldn't understand what had just happened. We see that from that card emerged a very overpowered girl wearing a maid's uniform. She approached Light, first extending her hand, and healed all his wounds in a second. It seemed as if she had used super medicate, and Light realized that all his wounds had healed. He no longer felt any pain. They then started introducing themselves. The maid learned that her master's name was Light. Upon hearing this, she was very happy and thought to herself, "Lord Light, wow, what a great name." She began talking more with him, and then Light asked her, "What is your name?" She then told him her name. Her name is May, and she is level 999, meaning she is very strong. She tells Light everything about herself. She explains that she is a super ultra rare card summoned here, possible only because of Light's unlimited gacha spell. Light cannot believe that his power is so dangerous that it summoned a level 999 species. May tells him, "Lord Light, your power is very strong, and it can become even more dangerous." She starts talking to him and then begins explaining more about his own ability, unlimited gacha. Before that, she asks Light, "Lord Light, may I appraise you," which is one of her many skills. Later, Light learns that this girl has not just one gift but many. First, May uses her appraisal gift on Light and begins researching his body. She finds that his sword is very big, which promises an exciting plot development. Then she explains how unlimited gacha really works. With unlimited gacha, Light can summon many cards like super rare cards, super ultra rare cards, normal, and error cards. The rarity depends on the mana density around Light. For example, when Light used magic at the Adventurer Guild, there was almost no mana in the air, but now at the lowest level of the Abyss, mana is very dense, allowing him to summon super ultra rare cards. Now Light had also learned a little about his ability. May thanked Light for coming to this level of the dungeon, so that she could be summoned. But Light told May everything honestly. He said that he did not come here intentionally, but that his friends had tricked him into coming here. He trusted everyone, but they just betrayed him. What was his fault after all? Seeing Light cry, May became very emotional, so she showed him the vision of her plot, which made him very happy. But hearing Light's painful past made May very angry. She told him, "Master, if you wish, I can bring each of their heads before you. Just give me the order." But Light clearly refused to do that and told her, "May, please don't do this because I want to take my revenge myself. My only mistake was that I was weak. But now enough is enough. I will become powerful and one by one eliminate my teammates and take revenge on them." May said, "Master, if you want to do that, I will always be with you. Thank you, May." After that, Light used his unlimited gacha ability once again at that base to build a very large kingdom, and in this way, Light will take his revenge. Then Light used his unlimited gacha ability again at the base to build a great kingdom. This is how Light will take his revenge. Now, 3 years later, Light has built a huge kingdom using his unlimited gacha. Light continues to advance and has summoned an entire army of maids. He has grown stronger. He likes his kingdom, and everyone there praises him greatly. The maids are eager to serve him. Light steadily improves his kingdom, which now houses only humans, as other species betrayed him. He talks to his people, who are very happy and accept him as their king. Then Light asks May about Aoki, a special card he summoned with his unlimited gacha at a very high power level. Aoki is a scout who monitors forest monsters. They continue advancing as Light's kingdom is surrounded by a vast forest. Later, Light asks about Eli, a mage with a level of 999, also summoned by his unlimited gacha. They must further expand the kingdom because food is scarce. We then learn about a new card, Nazuna, who is level 9999 and a knight. Light started to get a little suspicious of May. Later, Nazuna shows May a letter given to her by the other maids. The letter contains very nasty insults about the head maid May. When May hears this, she gets very angry, and as a reward, gives Nazuna some money. We then see Nazuna arriving at a shop to buy something. After that, she returns to the castle, where she meets Aoki, a scout who has just returned from the surface. Nazuna starts talking with Aoki and asks, "Aoki, how are things outside? Did you fight any monsters today?" Aoki clearly refuses and tells her there are no monsters outside. Nazuna becomes very happy after hearing this. Later, Aoki shows Nazuna a letter, and Nazuna starts praising her. Meanwhile, Light is still training with Jack in the dungeon. They begin exchanging punches one after the other. Nazuna has nothing to do, so she goes to Light's throne, where she starts fantasizing about what plot they could develop if Light were here. During this, she accidentally breaks a piece of a statue but quickly fixes it and runs away. On the other hand, we see Light and Jack still dueling. They were in danger but decided to rest and take a bath together. They start talking. Jack tells Light, "Master, now we have to go to the surface." Hearing the word surface, Light immediately thinks about his beetle and replies, "Yes, Jack, I have to go to the surface to complete my revenge. But now I will always keep my guard up so no one can trick me. And anyway, I must complete my revenge." Meanwhile, we see head maid May and the other maids May learns what the other maids think about her. And we see that the other maids have become very afraid of May. She started to suspect May a little later. May shows her a letter given by the other maids. The letter contains very obscene insults about the head maid, May. Then we see May begin to scold them. The other maids were very scared of her. They started apologizing repeatedly, saying, "Sorry, we never meant to do this. We actually like you a lot." But then May said, "I am punishing you. You will clean the entire Hall of Light by yourselves, and without using any magic." They asked, "Without magic? How will we do all this?" May asked, "Is this a problem for you?" The head maid replied, "Not at all." Then they all left because they were very afraid of May. Next, we see Nazuna in the city, ready to sleep, because the next morning she has many missions with Light. She begins thinking, "I have to somehow make Lord Light happy, because tomorrow I have to train with him." The next morning, we see Light going to the dungeon where he meets Nazuna, Aoki, and Eli. They start planning how they will somehow go to the surface with Light, because he is about to complete his revenge. They begin talking with each other, but suddenly a huge hellhound appears. When Light sees it, he remembers how terrifying it was, even when he had no power. But now, Light's fortune has completely changed. When Light's maids see the hellhound, they become very angry because their mana and oral levels were very high, and even the hellhound was afraid of their power. So it sat quietly and kneeled before them. But Light tells them to stop. He approaches the hellhound and says, "Are you scared? Don't be afraid and leave this place." Light begins thinking, "So, are you three really ready to go to the surface?" They reply, "Yes, Master Light, we are absolutely ready." Light and his group then set out to complete their revenge. Maybe now, the time that Light has been waiting for 3 years has finally come, and he can take his revenge. After that, we see the city of wolves where Jero and his henchmen advance. Jero has become very famous in the city, admired by many. Some even consider him their god, which pleases Jero very much. He started moving forward and needed more resources. Then his eyes fell on a human boy. He advanced towards him, gave him a hard kick, and even spat on him. He said, "You dirty humans, you've come here too." After that, he went to his gang, and everyone praised him greatly. Some even considered him their god. They called him Boss Gero, and Gero loved this. He told them, "Eat as much as you want because today's party is on me." They thanked the boss. No one believed that Gero had become the vice commander of the Wolfmen. If Gero's influence continued, the day was not far off when he would become the leader of the Wolf clan. Everyone became very excited seeing this, and Gero himself became very happy hearing it. Everyone started asking him, "Master Gero, where did you get so much money? You must have worked hard for it. You must have chosen good jobs at the Adventurer Guild." Gero replied, "Yes, Master Gero, just like the job you chose 3 years ago. Since then, your luck has changed. So what was that job about?" "Are you crazy? It was a national secret." "So, Master Gero, I can't tell you about it." "Okay, no problem. Drink as much as you want." They started enjoying themselves, but then Gero remembered the job from 3 years ago that made him so rich, the job where he betrayed Light. He thought to himself, "I still can't believe I got so much money to kill a kid. But I still don't understand why the hype said that and what their real motive was." They started talking among themselves. Then a strange human girl arrived, none other than me. Then May started questioning. Jero, Lord Jero, I know you were also trapped in the same scheme in which Light was involved. Yes, I was too. Light was a very good friend of mine. I was Lord Light's maid. Do you know that Light was noble blood? Was he noble blood? Yes, that's right. I want to ask a favor. Yes, you can speak. I want you to take me to the place where Lord Light took his last breath. Is that so? Okay, I am ready to do that. Jero started thinking whether he should help May or not, because only the Hypes who gave orders to kill Light knew his secret. But he started thinking about May. May told him, I am not asking you to do this for free. I will give you some gold coins in return. When they saw the gold, they became very frightened. Finally, they agreed to do it. Then Jero told May, yes, okay, he was a very good friend of mine, so I can do this much for him. But Jero started thinking to himself that no matter what, he had to complete this mission, because if this girl was setting a trap for him, he was still just a human with no power. Therefore, Jero and his gang agreed to do this. Then they proceeded towards the dungeon. But then Jero saw May. His mana was slowly depleting. He planned to take her to the base and then do very bad things to May. He was very excited and started moving forward. Then Jero said to May, yes, this is the place where my friend, Light, took his last breath. May asked, is this really the place? Jero replied, yes, a monster attacked him here, and I couldn't do anything because that monster was very powerful. May was very shocked because this is the same place from where the castle teleported. She started praying for him. Jero blocked the exit so he could do terrible things to May, but then May said, how could you betray such a young boy? Jero was shocked to hear this and wondered how she knew about it. May thought to herself, if I had been Lord Light at that time, he would not have had to shed his blood, nor would anyone have betrayed him. Now, May was very angry because the man who betrayed Light was in front of her. She released her mana pressure onto them. When they felt it, they were very shocked because they had never felt such pressure in their lives. May was very furious and said, I will finish you now. But suddenly a voice called out, May, please don't do this. Jero is my prey. When Jero heard that voice, he was very shocked because he could not believe that Light was still alive. As Light removed his hood, he said, hello, Jero. Do you recognize me? No, it can't be. Are you Light? Jero, still full of confidence, said, yes, you are still just a human without any power, and I will kill you no matter what. Light listened silently. Light said, Jero, I believe you still haven't changed. You must have many questions in your mind about how I survived and how I know May. But Jero had been angry for many days, he said. I will kill you one by one. Do you know you two are the only humans here while I have a whole gang? I'm not a level 15 human. I'm level 150, and all my friends are above level 130, so we will finish you one by one. Jero was very angry. Light replied, it seems you still haven't changed. Everyone got angrier. Then some wolf monsters charged at Light, but May appeared and cut off their heads. In a second, Jero and the others were shocked to see this. Light said to May, thank you, but I have a job for you. Please keep an eye on the dungeon's exit so no one can escape. Okay, Master Light, she said, and went there. Jero became very angry and told his men to be careful. Even Jero was wondering what had just happened, but now his only goal was to kill Light at any cost. He ordered his men, just do one thing, stay with me, because humans are worthless. Light started speaking. Jero, you still haven't changed? What do you mean? I haven't changed because what I say is reality. everyone thinks humans are worse than us wolves. I was just following orders from the high-ups. And yes, Light, I have no brains at all. Whatever I did it on their command. Please forgive me. Okay? If that's the case, then I have one question. After all, who are your masters? They are the high-ups from the upper world who have an insane amount of energy. So what are their names? I don't know about that, was the reply. Light had now become very angry. Please, I don't know anything about them. Okay, then what about the rest of the wolves? Do you know anything? Yes, I know. Yes, me too. But then May instantly reduced those people to 1,000 pieces. She told them, "What need did you have to lie to Light? That's because I already used my eye judgment ability, and all the wolves lied, so I had to kill them despite myself." Jero was shocked seeing all these things and punched the air angrily. "Jero, I have another question for you. So what do you think? If we battled the high-ups from your world, would we win or not? And remember, whatever you say must be true because I'm still using my eye judgment ability." Hearing this, Jero became very scared and even his pants became wet. He said, "Master Light, you are very strong, but you are just one person. The high-ups are a whole gang, so I don't think you can beat them." Hearing this, Light became very angry. "Yes, just as I thought. That's how it is. So Jero, I have a precaution for you. Therefore, you must come with me." "Me? With you?" After that, Light used his teleport spell and brought Jero to his kingdom. Now, Jero, Light, and others had finally reached Light's kingdom. Seeing Light's kingdom, Jero was very shocked. Light and May moved forward, where Light's entire army was present. There were dummy gods, dummy humans, robots, and others. Everyone respected Light greatly. Light advanced further and finally sat on his throne, receiving great respect from all. Even Jero was very shocked seeing this. Light told everyone, "Now raise your heads." Then, Jero began checking everyone's levels and was even more shocked because every one of them had levels in the 4 digits. Even the lowest rank had level 1,500. Seeing this entire vision, Jero was astounded. 4 of them had level 9,999. Jero thought to himself, "Can any human do so much?" Light then asked Jero again, "So what do you believe now? Can I beat your high-ups or not?" Seeing their levels, Jero's spirit left his body. He couldn't believe that a human could be so strong and that Light had built this entire kingdom on his own. He thought, "We didn't create this monster. We created a god. No, this isn't a monster but a god of destruction. Did you call me a god? Yes, maybe I am a god because I have my gift, the unlimited gacha." Light then decided to go to the surface where he would start a war with the high-ups. He told his army, "Are you ready for a war?" That's all for this part. If you enjoyed it, drop a comment for the next part. And don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel.